Welcome to the Shikama Live Show with your host Shikama. We have breaking news. Cosby lawyers say that prosecutors withheld and destroyed key evidence. This is just breaking news out today, Wednesday, June 19th, 2019. Philadelphia. Bill Cosby lawyers have accused prosecutors of withholding and destroying evidence that they said could have helped the 80-year-old entertainer defend himself against charges. In his suburban Philadelphia home in 2004. Cosby lawyers said in court papers that prosecutors waited until last week to tell them about an interview last year with former Temple University colleague who said Andrea Constand told her she wasn't assaulted, but could make up an allegation to sue and get money. The lawyer said they learned of the interview with Marguerite Jackson from prosecutors during a January 17 conference call. Detectives destroyed their notes from the interview, which was conducted before Cosby's first trial that ended in a hung jury in June, the lawyer said. Now, why would you destroy evidence? Let's say they're completely innocent and they just why would you destroy evidence? Because they did not expect there to be a second trial, because nobody makes a second trial after a hung jury. No lawyer worth his salt would ever bring forth a second trial after a hung jury. It's a no-win situation normally. Hello? Now, Cosby's lawyers are asking a judge to throw out the case before prosecutors get a chance to retry him in April, saying their actions have deprived Cosby of, quote, any meaningful right to a fair trial. The Montgomery County District Attorney's Office said they were inaccuracies in the papers filed by Cosby's lawyers, and that prosecutors would be responding in their own filing within 10 days. One of Cosby's lawyers, Sam Silver, said today he was withdrawing. Judge Stephen O'Neill blocked Cosby's lawyers from calling Jackson to the witness stand at his first trial, ruling her testimony would be hearsay after Constand testified that she didn't know the woman. O'Neill also handled Cosby's retrial, which doesn't make sense, right? Cosby's spokesman, Andrew Wyatt, later read a statement from Jackson to reporters on the courthouse steps. Jackson recalled Constand commenting to her about setting up a high-profile person after they saw a television news report about a celebrity who was accused of doing the same exact scenario that they later then accused Cosby of. So this is a complete setup. Jackson said Constand claims something similar happened to her. When pressed, Jackson said Constand backed off and said she could say it happened and file charges, file a civil suit, get the money, go to school, and open up a business, Jackson said. According to Cosby's lawyers, Jackson told detectives in the interview last year that she and Constand had worked closely together. So she has perjured herself on the witness stand. Had been friends and had shared hotel rooms several times. In her filing, Cosby's lawyers and Jackson conversation with Constand happened in 2003 or 2004. She said in her statement that it was while they were on a road trip with Temple's women's basketball team. Constand was the team's operations director. Cosby's lawyers faulted prosecutors for keeping those details to themselves and not speaking up when Constand testified she didn't know her, or when the defense tried to persuade O'Neill to let Jackson testify. But the prosecutor was kind of silent. Oh, which is, of course, then against the law. And then the prosecutor is equally at fault and guilty and should be prosecuted themselves. Hello? Jackson told the Associated Press last June that she had spoken to the prosecution and with Cosby's legal team prior to Cosby's first trial. Jackson stood by her account and said she told Constand to contact authorities if she had actually anything happened. The AP typically does not identify people who say they are victims unless they grant permission, which Constand did. There you have it. Case closed. Case dismissed. Why is he in jail? Well, then we turn to Cosby's wife, who says that this particular Judge O'Neill, has an axe to grind personally. With Cosby? No. He has an axe to grind with people who look like Cosby, who look like me. Do you get the picture? She made an extensive statement. Judge O'Neill, with a great deal of help from the media, has tried to turn Bill Cosby into one of the most insidious stereotypes of African American men, the brutal black buck, declared Mrs. Cosby. Bill Cosby has maintained that not only is he completely innocent, but all of this is a political scheme, that he is a political prisoner, literally, in every sense of that word, in the United States. It's the type of thing that we give asylum to people who say that they're political prisoners from other countries. We take those people in. We really do. You hear about all these people trying to claim asylum to the United States. Well, Bill Cosby is a political prisoner. Where's his asylum? Where's his grant? Official statement regarding a Superior Court denying Mr. Cosby's application for bail relief. We expect the Supreme Court to deny Mr. Cosby the right to bail. However, our primary objective was to expose Judge Stephen T. O'Neill for refusing to write his 1925A opinion, which outlines why he felt strongly in sentencing Mr. Cosby to 3 to 10 years and felt obligated to place this 81-year-old blind U.S. citizen who served his country in the United States Navy in a level 5 maximum security prison, SCI Phoenix. We feel strongly that Judge O'Neill is delaying writing his 1925A opinion because he lacks the ability to give valid reasons on many of our appellate issues. Perhaps 3 of the most influential appellate issues that Judge O'Neill fears and knows that will resonate with the appellate judges are Judge O'Neill allowing the 404B distractors to offer testimony during Mr. Cosby's trial, when it only involved the inconsistent accusations of Andrea Constand, Judge O'Neill allowing Mr. Cosby's deposition to be inserted into the trial when it was made clear by the appellate court Mr. Cosby's deposition should have never been unsealed by Judge Rob Reno. And the fact that Mr. Cosby was given a deal by former District Attorney Bruce Castor requesting that if Mr. Cosby waived his Fifth Amendment rights and sit for civil deposition, that no prosecution will be brought against him. Therefore, we strongly feel that our application of bail relief will force this egregious judge to do the right thing, write his 1925A opinion so that Mr. Cosby can move forward with his appeal. Furthermore, we move on once again, we move on to Mrs. Cosby, who has sent out a statement saying point blank that the judge, in fact, is an actual racist. 100%. No equivocation, no doubt about it. And that's who's sitting on the bench. We have prosecutors destroying evidence, hiding evidence, and they're sitting on the bench. And this person has done this horrible effect. Thank you all for watching. Your keyword to write in the comments to make sure that you have watched all the way to this end is is Constand. That's her name, Constand. Or Andrea. That's a much easier. Andrea. Put that in the thing. Thank you all for watching. Make sure I have merch. I don't have shirts like this, but I have t-shirts and hoodies, and you check them out. I'll leave a comment in the comment section and in the information box. Thank you all for watching. Take care.